cleansers. Why just cleanse? Do more for your
I'd like to start off with two stories, or the story of two people, both of which were involved in car crashes. One was me, one was one of my grandma's many patients. Both of us were driving too fast. Both of us hit the car in front of us. Both of us had no idea what our car's safety features were, but that's where the similarities end. He ended up in the hospital for several weeks. I walked away with a dislocated shoulder. Now, we are in pretty good company. If you want to look at the packets as well as you can see up here, over half of the people who responded to my survey have been in collisions. Of those respondents, 11% did not know if they had anti-lock brakes. 22 didn't know if they had tire pressure monitoring systems. 34 didn't know if they had automatic traction control. 43% didn't know if they had stability control. And an entire 50% did not know if they had crumple zones on their vehicle. You may be wondering why this is important to know. Well, the best way of surviving a crash is knowing what you have and how it will help you. You've got two systems working in your car. There's active systems, which prevent an accident. These are the things like brake lights, which even something as simple as having a third brake light has drastically reduced the rear end collisions. Anti-lock brakes allowing you to control your steering during an emergency stop. There's also the power steering helping you all the time. Stability control keeping your vehicle upright. Tire pressure monitoring systems preventing blowouts, and also I might mention another benefit of that is improved fuel economy. There's also the passive systems, so when the active systems aren't enough and you still find yourself going into the car in front of you, these are what save your life. The things like the seat belt, which I'm sure everyone here is familiar with, airbags, the crumple zones, which is actually one of the things in my car that helped so much by absorbing most of the energy in that collision, so it wasn't going to me. There's also the fuel pump shutoff, preventing fires, which back in the 70s when my grandma was a nurse was another huge problem, especially with the fuel tanks being underneath the passenger compartment. And of course, the question to ask is, what should we be looking for in the future when you buy a new car or whatever? You're of course going to be looking to see more of the active systems. So the directional headlights, infrared night vision, that's where most stuff is going. However, something that caught my eye while doing my research, and I'm kind of glad that one of the respondents, I believe it was Spencer, asked or had pointed out in the survey was they thought one of the greatest safety improvements was those sensors that made sure that there's enough weight in the passenger seat before the airbag went off. And I'm so glad he did ask that, because Mr. L.J. Sparks predicted during the Rescue Down Under Symposium back in 1999 that where the most technology we're going to see coming from is computers just like that, that not only can tell whether there's enough weight, but can do so much as to tell how tall a person is, where their seat is, how much they weigh, and customize the safety features to them. Everything from how long it takes for the safety belt to lock, to how much force the airbag support with. Which, if the most comfortable clothing is custom tailored clothing, I'm not going to go as far as to say that the most comfortable car crash is going to be a customized safety system, but it will probably be the safest. So, I know most of us aren't going to be able to go out and buy new cars tomorrow. That's not realistic, but something we can all do. I'm sure all of you